guys, it's your favorite dietitian Precious, and today we'll be talking about some basic tips and tricks that you can hop on to help manage your blood glucose level or to keep your blood glucose level within range. So, the first thing you need to know is having the right combination of carbs in your diet. And I've heard a couple of people say, oh, I stopped taking rice, or I stopped taking bread, or I totally decided to eliminate carbs from my diet because I was told it would affect my blood glucose level, or because I was told I am not meant to take carbs at all. That is a myth. It is a wrong information, and I tell you, you can have carbs in your diet. The main thing is you having the right type of carbs in your diet. And we would usually tell people try to go for whole grain options because they are usually low in what we call glycemic index. And now let me explain what that means. It simply means the amount of time it's going to take a particular meal to cause a spike in your blood glucose level. So let's have a practical example. Let's say today is Saturday and I decide I'm going to have oatmeal for breakfast. And tomorrow, which is Sunday, I decide I'm probably going to have some donuts, some cakes, or some sweet treats for breakfast with a cup of tea. Now, here's the trick. So I have oats today, which is Saturday, and I check my blood glucose level maybe 2 hours later. And let's say my blood glucose level is around 4.6 millimole per liter. And tomorrow, which is Sunday, I have like my lovely sweets and treats with a cup of tea, and I check my blood glucose level and it's around maybe 7.5 or around 8. The thing is, they are both carbs, but one is refined and one is whole grain. So let's say refined carbs would take 10 minutes to cause a spike in your blood glucose level. Whole grain options will probably take about 40 minutes to have that effect that refined carbs will have. So the right thing is having the right type of carbs in your meals or on a daily basis. And the thing is, irrespective of the fact that you are allowed carbs, how much portion of carbs are you having per meal? Ideally, you're meant to have about 2 to 3 portions of carbs per meal. And it's important to make sure you have your carbs evenly distributed all through the day. Now, what's a portion of carb? Let's go. A portion of carb is a piece of toast. So you're to have 2 to 3 portions of carbs per meal. That's about 2 to 3 slices of toast per meal. I know that's small, but yeah, that's the right thing to do. A portion of carbs can also be 2 tablespoons of oatmeal, or you have about 2 tablespoons of spice. Now, the trick to making sure that you don't feel hungry, because the portion of carbs you're taking is literally going to be small. So what you need to do is to make sure you have enough vegetables in your diet. And this brings us to fruits and vegetables. You can take enough fruits and vegetables, about 5 to 7 portions of fruits, or 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. For some people, you can go more than that in terms of vegetables if it doesn't make you have like a loose stool or like bloating or some level of discomfort. You can have as much portion or quantity of vegetables that you want to take. And here's the trick. I tell people, imagine the bloodstream where glucose is trapped. Imagine it being a table, and imagine water being spilled on the table. You literally need like a piece of cloth, or you need something to kind of mop out that water. So picture vegetables as a mop or as a sponge that kinds of help absorb or suck out blood glucose that is trapped in the bloodstream. So you notice when you have lots of vegetables in your diet, for some weird reasons, your blood glucose levels seem to be well controlled. So it's important to have lots of vegetables to accompany your carbs in your meal. But when it comes to fruits, it is advised to have just a portion of fruit at a time, because there are certain fruits that are quite high in glycemic index compared to certain types of fruits. So when it comes to protein will tend to not have an impact on your blood glucose level, except if it's battered, like the regular fish and chips, or you're having like battered KFC chicken, or things that are quite like protein that are battered. That's the only way it can have an impact on your blood glucose level. And remember to make sure you're having a low fat meal options, not using lots of oil and fats to make your meals, rather opting for healthy fat options, because they have been shown to have a positive effect effects on your health as an individual. So you've got things like your olives, you've got things like your avocados, you've got things like your nuts and seeds, things like that contain a healthy type of fats are things that you should opt for. It is quite important and it's very beneficial to you. Another super trick is if you're literally very stressed, I kid you not, hey, it's gonna be hard to, bring your blood glucose level under control. So it's important to manage your stress level, because when you're stressed, let me give you a practical example. When you're literally stressed, your body automatically sends some signals to the brain. You start to crave for sugary things. If you notice, pay attention to your body. You start to crave for things that are quite unhealthy. And when this happens repeatedly over time, it becomes really difficult to manage your blood glucose level. So it's very important to get enough rest and also make sure you engage in exercises. Take care, guys. Until next time, follow, like, and share. Bye.